The recent ceasefire agreements between Russia and Ukraine, brokered by the United States, aim to establish a 30-day moratorium on attacks against energy infrastructure and ensure safe navigation in the Black Sea. However, these accords have been marred by mutual accusations of violations, casting doubt on their effectiveness and the sincerity of both parties' commitments. Russia's defense ministry has accused Ukraine of breaching the energy ceasefire by targeting Russian energy facilities. Specifically, Moscow claims that Ukrainian forces conducted drone attacks on an oil depot in southern Russia, resulting in significant fires and damage. Maria Zakharova, Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman, labeled these actions as provocations intended to disrupt peace initiatives and emphasize the responsibility of the U.S. to address Ukraine's conduct. Conversely, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has accused Russia of manipulating the terms of the ceasefire agreements. He asserts that Russia is distorting the accords and attempting to deceive mediators and the international community. Zelensky highlighted that, despite the agreed-upon truce, Russian forces have continued their attacks on Ukrainian cities, including drone strikes on the port city of Odessa, which resulted in injuries and substantial infrastructure damage. These mutual accusations underscore the fragility of the ceasefire and the deep-seated mistrust between the two nations. The ongoing violations not only jeopardize the immediate cessation of hostilities, but also threaten broader initiatives, such as the Black Sea Grain Initiative, which relies on the cooperation of both parties to facilitate the safe export of Ukrainian agricultural products. As tensions persist and accusations mount, the international community faces the challenge of navigating these complexities to uphold the ceasefire agreements and work towards a more durable peace. This delicate situation sets the stage for examining the implications of these developments on critical initiatives like the Black Sea Grain Initiative and the broader geopolitical landscape. The Black Sea Grain Initiative, established in July 2022, was a pivotal agreement brokered by the United Nations and Turkey to facilitate the safe export of grain and other foodstuff from Ukraine's Black Sea ports, notably Odessa, and Pivdeniai Seaport, also known as Yuzhny. This initiative aimed to address the global food crisis exacerbated by the conflict, ensuring that vital agricultural products reached international markets, particularly developing nations heavily reliant on these supplies. Under the agreement, a Joint Coordination Center, JCC, was established in Istanbul, comprising representatives from Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, and the United Nations. The JCC was responsible for monitoring the implementation of the initiative, coordinating the movement of vessels, and ensuring the safety of maritime operations in the designated corridors. By mid-July 2023, the initiative had facilitated the export of nearly 33 million metric tons of grain and other food products to 45 countries, significantly contributing to the stabilization of global food prices and alleviating food insecurity in vulnerable regions. However, the initiative faced challenges, particularly regarding the fulfillment of its terms. Russia expressed dissatisfaction, claiming that key aspects of the agreement, especially those pertaining to its own agricultural exports, were not honored. This discontent led to Russia's withdrawal from the agreement in July 2023, citing obstacles to its food and fertilizer exports. The termination of the Black Sea Grain Initiative had profound implications. It not only disrupted the flow of Ukrainian grain to global markets, but also contributed to rising food prices and heightened food insecurity, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa. In response to these challenges, recent diplomatic efforts have been underway to negotiate a new maritime security deal in the Black Sea. The United States announced tentative agreements with Russia and Ukraine to cease hostilities in the region and ensure safe navigation, aiming to restore stability and facilitate the resumption of grain exports. These developments underscore the intricate link between regional security dynamics and global food security. As diplomatic negotiations continue, the international community remains watchful, recognizing the critical importance of these agreements in ensuring the uninterrupted flow of essential commodities and maintaining geopolitical stability. In recent diplomatic efforts, the United States brokered a tentative maritime ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia, aiming to ensure safe navigation in the Black Sea and halt military strikes in the region. This agreement, reached after separate negotiations with both parties, seeks to mitigate the ongoing conflict's impact on global trade and security. However, the implementation of this ceasefire faces significant challenges. Russia has stipulated that its adherence is contingent upon the lifting of specific Western sanctions, particularly those affecting its agricultural exports and banking sector. This condition has elicited mixed reactions. While the U.S. has expressed a willingness to facilitate Russia's access to global markets for agricultural and fertilizer exports, there is hesitation to fully lift the sanctions without concrete evidence of Russia's commitment to peace. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has approved the agreement, but voiced concerns that accommodating Russia's demands might undermine the West's position on sanctions and potentially embolden further aggression. The United Kingdom and France are also deliberating their stance, weighing the potential benefits of a ceasefire against the implications of easing sanctions. These diplomatic maneuvers underscore the complexities of achieving a sustainable resolution, as both sides maintain deep-seated mistrust. The international community continues to navigate these challenges, striving to balance the enforcement of sanctions with the pursuit of peace. As these negotiations unfold, attention now turns to Russia's recent military activities in the Black Sea, which add another layer of complexity to the already volatile situation. In a strategic display of military capability, Russia's Pacific Fleet recently conducted submarine drills in the Sea of Japan. During these exercises, the diesel-electric submarine Ufa launched caliber cruise missiles targeting both maritime and coastal objectives. The Russian Defense Ministry reported that the missiles successfully struck mock targets over a distance exceeding 1,000 kilometers. This military maneuver coincided with Russia's accusations against Ukraine for allegedly breaching the Black Sea ceasefire. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky responded by accusing Russia of manipulative tactics and expressing skepticism about Moscow's commitment to peace negotiations. The timing of these drills has raised concerns among international observers, suggesting that such actions may serve as a demonstration of force amidst ongoing diplomatic efforts to stabilize the region. The international community remains vigilant, emphasizing the need for transparent communication and restraint to prevent further escalation. As tensions persist, the focus now shifts to the broader implications of these developments on regional stability and international relations. Despite recent diplomatic efforts to establish limited ceasefires between Russia and Ukraine, violations persist, underscoring the fragility of these agreements. On March 25, 2025, Russia accused Ukraine of attacking an oil depot in southern Russia, alleging this act breached the proposed 30-day ceasefire on energy infrastructure. Maria Zakharova, Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman, labeled the incident a provocation aimed at disrupting peace initiatives. Conversely, Ukraine reported significant drone attacks on its cities, including Kryvyi Rih and the northern region of Sumy, resulting in substantial damage to civilian infrastructure. President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned these actions, asserting they demonstrate Russia's lack of commitment to genuine peace and called for increased international sanctions against Moscow. These mutual accusations highlight the deep-seated mistrust and ongoing hostilities that complicate the path to a lasting peace. The international community remains vigilant, recognizing that sustained diplomatic engagement is crucial to address violations and support efforts toward a comprehensive resolution. As the situation evolves, staying informed is vital. Consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. This will ensure you receive timely updates and in-depth analyses as the situation unfolds. Additionally, we encourage you to share your thoughts and perspectives in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.